You wake up every morning, feeling the weight of your dreams and desires pushing you forward. But what stands between where you are now and where you want to be? Self-discipline. It's the unseen force, the hidden muscle that determines whether you'll succeed or fail. If you've ever wondered why some people just seem to have it all, wealth, freedom, purpose, while others struggle, the difference is in how well they master the art of self-discipline. But here's the catch. It's not just about willpower or motivation. It's about strategic control. And today, we're diving deep into the real strategies that separate those who achieve their goals from those who never even start. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to break free from your current habits and elevate your life to the level you've always dreamed of. Act 1. The Struggle. Part 1. The Harsh Truth. You're wasting time without self-discipline. The hardest truth? You're already wasting time. Right now. You know it. You've probably already scrolled through your social media feed this morning, distracted yourself with the same old YouTube videos, or put off that important task for another day. But here's the thing. Every minute you waste, you're falling behind. You're creating a future where you could have been living a dream life, but instead, you're stuck in the same cycle. And the worst part? Time doesn't wait. The clock keeps ticking. Every moment you delay is a moment that could have been spent building something massive. This is where self-discipline comes in. It's not just a nice-to-have, it's a must-have. If you want to build wealth, achieve your goals, and live a life of freedom, self-discipline is non-negotiable. But how do you cultivate it when it feels like your habits control you instead of the other way around? Part 2. The Power of Habits. What if I told you that the key to self-discipline isn't brute force, but small habits that compound over time? It's true. Wealth, health, and success all come down to one thing: habits. Your habits dictate the direction of your life. Take a moment. Look at your daily routine. Do you wake up early, set clear goals, and stay focused? Or do you find yourself jumping from one distraction to the next? If you want to change your life, you have to change your habits. Now, I know what you're thinking. But I've tried. I just can't seem to stick with anything. It's not your fault. You weren't taught how to create powerful habits that stick. But here's the secret. Every new habit starts with the smallest, tiniest action. Make it so small, it feels impossible to fail. Just one push-up a day. One page of a book. One step closer to your goal. Small steps. Big results. Part 3. Emotional Control. The Key to Overcoming Instant Gratification. Here's the truth that might sting a little. You're addicted to instant gratification. You want results now, and it's killing your long-term success. Every time you give in to that impulse to scroll, to eat junk, or to put off a tough decision, you're building a pattern of self-sabotage. And let's face it, we've all been there. You're facing a deadline, and your brain says, just 10 more minutes of scrolling, it'll be fine. But it's never just 10 minutes, is it? This is where emotional control steps in. Self-discipline isn't about forcing yourself to work all day. It's about learning how to ignore distractions, how to delay short-term pleasure for long-term success. But how do you actually get better at this? The answer's simple. Practice. Build it like a muscle. Start small, and when you feel the urge to indulge in that instant gratification, remind yourself, I'm choosing my future self over this momentary pleasure. Act 2. The Journey. Part 4. Consistency over perfection. Here's another truth that may sting. You'll never be perfect. In fact, you'll probably fail a lot before you succeed. But guess what? Perfection isn't the goal. Consistency is. Consistency is the secret weapon of self-discipline. Even the most successful people didn't get there by doing everything perfectly. They simply showed up, day after day, no matter how messy or imperfect things were. If you want to get serious about your success, commit to being consistent, not perfect. Think about it. Would you rather take one perfect shot or 100 imperfect ones? It's the 100 attempts that lead to mastery. Part 5. The 5-second rule. Take action in 5 seconds or lose it. Here's a game-changing trick. The 5-second rule. You might have heard of it. It's as simple as this. When you feel the urge to procrastinate, you've got 5 seconds to take action before your brain talks you out of it. Why? Because the longer you wait, the more likely you'll fall into hesitation and fear. So next time you're about to hit snooze or push off an important task, count down from 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and take action. This trick is scientifically proven to break the pattern of inaction and force your brain into motion. The hardest part is starting. But once you begin, momentum takes over. You'll be surprised at how easy it becomes. Part 6. Why self-discipline is the key to wealth. Let's talk about wealth for a moment. Real wealth. Not just money, but freedom, options, and peace of mind. And what's the one thing all self-made millionaires have in common? Self-discipline. They're not waiting for luck to strike. They're not hoping for a big break. They're building wealth through disciplined decisions, saving, investing, learning, and focusing on what matters most. The good news? You don't need a huge salary to start. You need discipline. Discipline in how you spend your money, how you invest in yourself, and how you work towards your goals. 8. The power of accountability. If you want to make real progress, you need someone to hold you accountable. Don't try to do this alone. Find someone, whether it's a friend, mentor, or even a community, that will challenge you to stay on track and push you when things get tough. Accountability isn't just about someone checking in on you. It's about having someone who believes in your potential and won't let you quit. Part 9. Why you'll fail and how to overcome it. Listen, failure is a given. You will fail. It's not a question of if, but when. But here's the thing. It's not the failure that matters. It's what you do after. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is how they respond to failure. Failure is a lesson. It's a stepping stone on your path to success. If you can learn to bounce back, to keep going even when it feels like the world is against you, you'll find that self-discipline becomes your superpower. Part 10. The urgency to act now. Time's ticking. Your future self is waiting, but only if you take action right now. If you've made it this far, you're ready for this change. But there's one thing you need to do before you leave this video. Commit. Right now. Write down one thing you're going to work on. One area where you're going to implement self-discipline today. And then do it. This is your moment. Don't let it slip away. Ready to take your self-discipline to the next level? Check out my video on how to build self-confidence step by step. It's the perfect follow-up to mastering discipline. With both, you'll be unstoppable. Click the video on the screen to keep going.